Modern engineers measured Luxor Temple with precision instruments. Stone joints fitted so perfectly that no gaps are visible. Sub-millimeter tolerances, without computers, without modern tools. One mathematician spent 15 years measuring every stone to understand how. What he found changes how we see ancient Egypt. This is the precision they encoded and why it matters now. R.A. Schwaller de Lubicz arrived at Luxor Temple. He brought surveyors, architectural draftsmen, precision instruments. And for 15 years, they measured every stone, every column, every joint, and every carving. What emerged was not random construction. It was an architectural projection of the human body. The pylon, the massive entrance, corresponds to the feet. The colonnade, the row of towering columns, the femur, the thigh bone, the largest bone in the body, the hypostyle hall, the chest, the lungs, breath and expansion, the inner sanctuary, the head, the pineal gland, the seat of consciousness. Not metaphor, measurement. The hieroglyphs marking birth of the king are located at the exact geometric point corresponding to the human navel. Egyptologists said coincidence, and Schwaller said the architecture is the text. 1880s. Flinders Petrie, British archaeologist, studied granite drill cores left by ancient builders. He measured spiral grooves cut into the stone. The feed rate 0.1 inches per 6-inch circumference. Petrie wrote astonishing rate of plugging through quartz and feldspar. Modern experiments tried to replicate it. Copper tubes, emery abrasive. The method works, but efficiency, the spiral precision. University of Pennsylvania, the 2000s. Emery produces concentric lines, but did not advance fast enough to produce concentric lines on side walls. Not impossible, just unexplained. Then there are the paving stones. Schwaller measured each stone, each one individually, thousands of stones. And when he superimposed them on the temple plan, they form a pharaonic face, a mosaic invisible to the human eye naked, only visible when you map every stone. This is precision that requires seeing the pattern before you even build, not trial and error, blueprint consciousness. The statue crowns solid granite, cut with tolerances that make modern engineers ask, how? The stone joints, fitted without mortar, so tight no gap is visible. Sub-millimeter precision, compared to machine shop standards today. Granite has moss hardness of 6 to 7. Copper, the primary tool available, hardness of 3. and bronze 3.5. Well, softer material cannot cut harder material, unless there is an abrasive, or a method we don't know and we don't understand, or both. That is the mechanism, or the absence of one we can explain. Now, here it is, what it means. Egyptology says, no textual evidence they knew phi, the golden ratio, mathematically. And Schwaller says, they did not need to write it, they observed it. Nautilus shells spiral in phi, DNA helixes in phi, galaxies rotate in phi, human proportions follow phi. The Egyptians did not discover the golden ratio in equations. They saw it in nature, recognized the pattern, built it in stone. The temple does not run straight, it curves, deliberately. Schwaller measured it, its axis. It follows phi, then phi squared, and then phi cubed. The same progression governing organic growth. Spiral shells, the structure of life itself. And the temple is aligned with the sun. Winter solstice, summer solstice, celestial cycles. Temple equals human body, aligned to cosmos and unified by a golden ratio. As above, so below. Not philosophy, engineering. They did not have computers to calculate these tolerances. They did not have laser levels. They did not have had digital measuring tools, CAD software, but they had something we lost: the ability to observe pattern, to recognize the structure in shells, in a spiral, and in their own bodies, and encode that knowledge, not in books that burn, but in stone that lasts 3,400 years. The precision is not a mystery. Modern engineers can cut granite. We have diamond saws, computer-controlled lathes. We can replicate the cuts, eventually, slowly, expensively. The mystery is, they knew the pattern was worth encoding. They built a temple that functions as an anatomical diagram, an astronomical observatory, a geometric encyclopedia, and a consciousness map, all simultaneously. Schwaller spent 15 years measuring to prove what the ancients encoded. The universe does not just exist out there. It exists in here, in the proportions of your skeleton, the rhythm of your breath. As above, so below means that the code is fractal. The same structure, every scale. Cosmos to temple, temple to body, body to cell. Modern science calls this self-similarity, and the ancient Egypt built it in sandstone and granite, with sub-millimeter precision, without the tools we insist were necessary. Today, notice one pattern in nature: a spiral shell, a flower's petal, the branches of a tree, but not to analyze it, to see that you recognize it, because pattern recognition is not learned, it is encoded. The Egyptians knew this. That is why they built it in stone. They built temples to match their bodies, align it with the cosmos, and measure it in V. This is the Fractal Nexus. This was the episode 2, the precision encoded in stone. And episode 3, sacred geometry as consciousness map, how the geometry becomes a guide for perception itself. Tomorrow morning, the pattern continues.